Nick Anthony, crack, bent, or broken. Happy Black History Month, everybody. Listen, I've got a treat for you guys. I'm in Holly Hill, South Carolina, deep in the country. Come on, let's go. So, a few years ago, I started listening to a radio talk show that completely changed the way I started my day. And I heard someone say this as well, and it completely triggered my same feelings. When I started in radio over 2 decades ago, it was because of Howard Stern and the Johnny Carson Show, the Tonight Show, right? Two entertainers that were and are the pinnacle of the industry. They were on top of their games. And I knew from an early age what exactly I wanted to do in my career or in life. I wanted to be on radio. I wanted to work in radio. I wanted to be in that industry. And I did it for over 20 years in the number 2 market in the country, Los Angeles, California. I did some of everything in the industry. But let me go back to what I was going to talk about on how something changed my whole morning listening routine. And that was Joe Madison. Joe Madison, the Black Eagle, he passed away late January 2024. This year. Last month. Joe was an activist. A civil rights activist. That went far and beyond for the betterment of everybody. You hear what I said? It wasn't a black or white thing. It was the right thing. What is right and what is fair. And quite frankly, we aren't being treated fairly, and especially black folks. He used to say, don't underestimate, undervalue, or marginalize us. In other words, give us a fair shot. And when you do it, then get out of the way. The first time I heard what I'm about to recite to you all, I heard it from the Madison show. And I've never forgotten it to this day. So in honor of Black History Month and my tribute to the Black Eagle, Joe Madison, I'll step away for a second, then I'll come back and bring you It's Not in Our DNA. I'll be back, y'all. So, you mean to tell me that someone down your ancestry line survived being chained to other human bodies for several months in the bottom of a disease-infested ship during the Middle Passage, lost their language, customs, and traditions, picked up the English language as best they could while working free of charge from sunup to sundown, as they watched babies sold from out of their arms and women raped by ruthless slave owners, took names with no last names, no birth certificates, no heritage of any kind, braved the Underground Railroad, survived the Civil War to enter into sharecropping, learned to read and write out of sheer will and determination, faced the burning crosses of the KKK, averted their eyes at the black bodies swinging from ropes hung on trees, fought in world wars as soldiers only to return to America as boys, marched in Birmingham, hosed in Selma, jailed in Wilmington, assassinated in Memphis, segregated in the South, ghettoed in the North, ignored in the history books, stereotyped in Hollywood. And in spite all of it, someone in your family line endured every era to make sure you would get here, but you receive one rejection, you face one obstacle, lose one friend, get overlooked, and you want to quit? How dare you entertain the very thought of quitting? People you will never know survive from generation to generation so you could succeed. Don't you dare let them down. It's not in our DNA to quit. Hey, thanks for listening, everybody. I'm Nick Anthony. This is Crack Bent or Broken. And remember, if you aren't mad, you aren't paying attention.